to another episode of Anyah Uncensored. So we have our girl Lee here. For those of you who don't know, Lee and I always do Sunday Anyah pod. When we not really have the live them on Sunday, me and Leanna more wild, right? And we be on there chopping it up half the time. So I'm just like, yeah, it's like long overdue. Like us being on this podcast together is long overdue. And I'm excited about this topic. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, but life update, how you been? How's life going?
Life will go on with itself. Life is okay.
It's okay.
It just do it you want to right now.
I feel that.
How about you?
My life's a mess. Yeah, that's an off-air conversation, but yes, my life is a But anyways, beyond the point, we're living life, we're doing the damn thing either way. With what we have here, we just, we just have gone through, we just have go through. Shooting for the stars. Always.
Period.
This week's body drink. Lee, what's your body drink?
So I'm gonna look at water, we'll look at ice, right? So
And I have lemonade. So I take our sip together. Yeah, no, we should take our sip together.
Sorry.
I don't know. Honestly, I feel like it feels good to be back. Like as
How long do you do for that month?
Yeah. Maybe like 3-4 months out.
Murder.
3-4 months now, and I don't know, I feel like it was just time. Certain things we're gonna discuss in, the podcast from last week, so guys make sure you check it out. But I don't know, I feel like 2021 just was not my year.
Me neither. I don't know about that.
Part of it to blame, of course, naturally to myself. I mean, cause it not to be my year, because I feel like everything I just kept saying, when COVID done, when COVID done, and look, we're in like 2 years now in a freaking panoramic, and
at this point, COVID is our friend, and she doesn't plan to go away. So
yeah, we're just gonna have to work with it, people.
So what are some things that you learned last year that you're gonna do differently this year?
Communicate better.
Just generally,
because I don't communicate well. I feel like that's one thing, and that's also going to be something that I want to talk about today when we're talking about the growing pains. But before we get into that, we have to do some promotion for my girl Lee. Yeah, Lee. Tell them about the business, girl. I got the bag secured here. Let me show you guys what's in my bag.
So I have a business on Instagram. You can find us at Varieties. That's VARIEETY_Z. We sell metal straws right now. So you can get 1 or 2 or 3 or 4
or 10
or
Spend money on my girl business, man.
Well, you can get a straw. I gave you a clear bottle. The local 2 ounce.
I got a clear bottle as well.
Yeah. So you get even tall straws because plastic and paper really.
Yeah, we don't use plastic anymore.
Pure.
Metal straws is the way to go, guys. So make sure you guys go check out Lee's Instagram page. We love her ambitious queen. For this 6th episode, we're going to be talking about
growing pains. And what I mean by growing pains is just that some of the internal battles that we face as we grow, as we get older, as we mature. I feel like not a lot of persons talk about that. So it's just a space we're going to talk about that today. So stay tuned.
Yeah. Stay tuned, people. You never reach 20 yet.
Why are you exposing me? Guys, I'm 19, but 19 is the new 20 year.
Yeah, 19 really is the new 20. And honestly, from like our lives, you can tell that. I mean, Liana's not a typical 19-year-old. Because she couldn't be parring with me.
I'm not 19, okay?
Yeah, I'm 20. You're 20? I feel like early 20s, because like I'm in my early 20s. And I'm not telling no lie, like this is a transitional phase in my life. I don't know what to do. Like I genuinely don't know what to do, and I feel like a whole lot of people make it seem like because you don't have it figured out, that's a problem.
Let's just pretend I'm 20. Same, to be honest, and I feel like there is a lot of pressure on us to have it figured out right now, and there is no space to allow us to feel okay with not knowing. Yeah, like it's okay if we don't know what we want. It's okay if we're figuring it out, because one of the things that I have been struggling as I grow up and mature and turned 22, is just allowing myself to grow, giving myself space to figure it out, and just not caring what people have to say, to be honest, and being okay with just taking my own path.
I be having a problem too. I'm trying now not to live my life for those around me.
Yes,
that's what I'm trying to get right now, because I feel like all my life I've been living for other people and not myself, because I was so consumed in what people have to say about me, what people think. Now I actually don't give two flying. I don't care.
Same period.
I feel like we all have to go through that to, like, in our adult life. I think we have to all go through that. Like, no one, I don't think anyone should ever just get up and just know business what nobody has to say about them. Like, you have to go through that phase, and like, you have to, like, to me, I feel like life is like a wait your turn situation. Things are gonna happen, but you're gonna have to just wait your turn. Don't skip the line and get ahead of time. Wait your turn, okay? Wait your turn. And right now, I think I waited my turn, and now I'm just...
In a rough way, still, because I have no patience, to be honest.
Same.
Like, I feel like I'm really hard on myself, because I feel like by now, I should have figured it all out. I should have done this, I should have done that. And it's just a constant battle between whether or not... I'm going to talk up in a good mic. It's a constant battle between whether or not I have lived up to my potential, especially because I'm seeing so many young people do what I want to do, or just in a better space than I am right now. And so it's just that constant comparison. Am I doing enough? Am I living up to my potential? What else can I be doing?
Yeah,
what else should I be doing? And sometimes if we just relax, sometimes we're doing all that we can do right now. Sometimes there is nothing else left for us to do right now, and we need to just be patient. So I think that right now I'm just trying to relax myself and stop comparing myself and where I am now versus other people, because social media make it seem like you're supposed to have a house at 20.
Yes.
And a car at 20. I'm comfortable on the 7 and I have none of that.
Same. Same. At 22, I still live with my mom.
Period.
I literally just finished school last month. Manana house, manana carry it.
What are you doing university?
I am an international relations major and a criminology minor. Don't ask me what I'm going to do in my degree, because I cannot tell you. Please back now to the transitional phase that I feel like I'm going through in my life. Like, I've been feeling a loss, because I'm just like, I have this degree right now. What am I gonna do with it? Like, I'm just gonna have it sit down on my yard, so like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Yeah.
And something I definitely struggled with in 2021, like, this was out there. I'm not going to university right now. But I was in university. I started in January now. I started in August, and I was doing dental hygiene. And even just choosing that, I was unsure. Like, there was nothing that I really wanted to do in university, and I just did it because I just think say I don't know for do. Go school, go university, get a degree, or forget a job. And I couldn't do it. I did it for like 3 months, but I couldn't do it. I never liked it. I was just in a bad space mentally, and I couldn't continue. And I think that I'm just on this journey of trying to figure out what I really want. I think that all my life, I've never known what I wanted. I was just going to school because I didn't know that my parents tell me to do.
Yeah, so you just go to school, you get your education, and that's it. I'm glad that you went to school and you just say, yo, this is enough for me, and you just say, yo,
just go some hoops and jobs,
and go do something else. Yes. I think too, society makes it, they put too much pressure on people in that way to make you feel bad.
Yeah.
And it's like, when your parent look upon you and say, yo, I don't you're gonna really do and you're just like, oh my goodness, maybe I shouldn't have done that, or yada yada yada. But honestly, if you know yourself, I'm not say, yo, drop out of school and do it, I'm not tell you that. I'm not say you do that. But like,
stay in school, kids.
If you know say, yo, your passion is somewhere else, go to that somewhere else. And university really taught me that too. Like, not everybody is meant
for school, and
or,
that's okay.
Or right now at least. Like, some people them have to go back to school probably the next 10 years, but they're not gonna do it.
Even telling my mom, I remember having a conversation with her. I said, "Mommy, this not work. This is not working for me right now. Of course, she's disappointed. What parent would not be disappointed? I mean, she want me to get school, whatever.
One thing my early 20s has really taught me is to take pride in how I look.
Ooh.
Yeah, like now, you see this bod. Well, I don't have the bod right now, but when I get that bod,
it's over for you.
None of you can talk to me.
Period.
I will act like my make paddy.
Like, because it can.
Like, because it can. All jokes aside, though, like I feel like we are always supposed to take pride in our appearance.
Yeah.
Like, especially in your early 20s. You cannot look like no pop down girl or pop down. Some people are just not into like the high fashion, yada yada yada, but still put yourself together. That's one thing.
Man and
exactly.
Put some perfume on.
Go and bathe.
The ear comb it look up.
Go and bathe.
I don't know who needs to hear that, but go and bathe.
Go and bathe. Half of you are not bathing, and it's showing a lot nowadays.
One of the things that I struggle with as I continue to grow is figuring out my own beliefs versus the beliefs that I have grown up to know. So, for example, let us say I grew up going to church every Sunday. And I realized that I don't really want to do that every Sunday. That doesn't mean that God is not important, but I believe that I don't need to go to church every Sunday for you. Just an example.
Yeah.
And just being okay with disagreeing with the beliefs that I've always grown up with and trying to figure out what I believe and being okay with that.
Yeah, I feel that.
We don't need to always agree with everything that
our parents are teaching us and like other people around us. That's true.
Yeah.
For sure. I used to be a choir kid. Everyone I tell this to, they never believe me. But
you did sing on the stage and them something like
yes, I was a choir kid. Like, a lot of people actually don't know that about me. Only, like, my OG people from, like, high school know that. Because, like, on Fridays, every Friday, I go to choir practice. Religiously, my mother used to make sure I was at choir practice.
Is that church flex Friday?
Girl, I didn't even like them. I'm not even a cap. But, story time. Fridays now, people used to go to Sovereign, and we used to go to Tutti Frutti. I could not go. I was telling my mommy, can I go to... No, you have choir practice. Like, literally, every single Friday, religiously, I was at choir practice for years, okay? I was a choir kid. It was in high school, you know? It was in high school.
What's that?
Like, from prep school to high school, girl. But, like, not, like, far up in high school. Probably, like, it was, like, grade 9, I started to, like, say, yo, I'm not go.
Big one, no.
Big one, no. I'm not going to choir practice. And, I don't know, I just felt like they weren't my people. Like,
same.
They were not my people. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you say I never liked people I went to choir practice with. I didn't like some of them. Majority of them I didn't like them. If you're watching this right now,
she don't like you.
I probably did not like. a joke. But like, yeah, I just didn't feel that they were my people, and I feel like I had to not go to find myself because I just did not like going. And I think that's also something you would have to realize in your life too. There's certain things you just don't like, and stop forcing yourself to go, or stop forcing yourself to do it just because other people want you to do it.
Everybody want to be like everybody. No one wants to be like themselves.
Exactly. Relationships included. You know, honestly, someone said to me the other day that my podcast is like not a relationship podcast, but like I be throwing shades at men all the time in every
because shade for true. What were you saying? Let's touch on navigating friendships as I don't know about you, but as I get older, I don't even want to say I lose a lot of friends, but
you distance yourself from other
people. Yeah. And I figure out that they weren't really my friends because a lot of the times people just want to know your business.
Yeah.
They don't really care about you.
Yeah.
And so in figuring out myself and growing up, I had to just cut all those people off. I mean, why are you here?
True.
How are you contributing to my life? You just want to know my business? I don't like that.
I don't like that.
No.
Yeah.
And so now I have like about 2 friends.
I don't want to say that's good, but I think that's good. Usually with like me, I am a person who's big on loyalty and trust. Like that's just my thing. I'll tell you, say, yo, if I do something to you, like if like me and you like we're close friends, I'm gonna do something and you say, yo, and then I said this frig up, you know, that I'll apologize for, you know. But like for me, I feel like there's certain basic things that you just don't do when it comes down to friendship and loyalty. Shut him out, man. Shut him out. That's my main thing. Like even recently, it happened to me recently, and it was like I trusted someone with some information. It wasn't like nothing big major, but like it's like someone who I've been cool with for a long time, and I felt like I could ask the person a certain question about, you know, certain things, and my ear back on the road. Yeah, I heard back on. Why did you do that? But as in for me, like I said, like I'm just big on loyalty and trust, and I feel like especially with me, the way how I run my life, I make people realize, say, yo, if you're rolling with me, you need to shut him out. Even though like I'll come on the podcast sometime, I say what I'm going to say, I give you guys like my life experiences, tell you guys stories automatically, but as in for me to dish out my entire life, that's not going to happen. And I feel like if my friend is out there telling out my business to other people, I can't trust that person.
Fake.
I haven't had to go through like serious like me not lose friend. Me personally not lose friend, because I don't know, I just don't lose friends like that. But the friends that I have lost, I just tell myself, say, yo, I just for them time, them just need to exit the door. Like it's just for them time. Like it also leads back to some people are not meant to be in your life for long-term experiences.
We need to be okay with that, because some people are just here to teach you a lesson and move on with
exactly. So you say, yo, you should not settle for less in life. Do not settle for less in life.
We need to speak up for that.
Yeah, I need to amplify my voice for that one. Do not settle for less in life.
One of the things I realized about friendships too is that time doesn't matter. So for example, I could be friends with somebody for like 5 years, and that doesn't matter, because I had an instance where I was friends with this girl for like all of high school basically. So that's a good amount of time. But
yeah, like 5-6 years.
I ended the friendship recently because it just wasn't serving me anymore. She was saying that we've been friends for years and this and that. I'm just like,
what have you actually offered me?
Exactly, like
I'm not saying like offer as in physical offer.
Have you been there?
Have you really been there though?
Have you? I feel like a lot of the people that were in my life were just occupying space. I'm not have the space no more. I'm just not have the space.
Shop lock, babe. Shop lock.
Back up. Friendship breakups are really hard, to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel like it's harder than
relationship. Friendship breakup make me ball more than man.
I remember all over the man. Still,
I'm not even gonna cap.
Well, I have once, but just once. I learned from that mistake. Man. What's going on? I think we need a new species. I don't think the male species.
They're not cutting it anymore. They're not cutting it anymore.
But I forgot to talk to God, because the species, they're not.
Leads me to my next point. Your early 20s are the years of networking.
Yes.
Getting to feel out people and realize what you want in life and what you don't want in life. And I am also very guilty of doing that for myself. When I just started the podcast, it was like the second episode, like me and my friends were talking about dating. And I was literally saying to myself, fuck, I've never actually like dated. I never actually dated because I was attached to the same person for many years.
Listen, me in high school, I was mostly in relationships. Ask me why. I don't know.
I also think that like that happens too because okay, all right. Tell me if I'm wrong with this, because this is how I felt. I felt like not with the last person that I spoke to, but before that, I felt like my confidence level had a lot to do with me accepting certain things. Like certain things from men, I felt like because I wasn't confident enough to like think that I could get better or I get better treatment, like I'm worth more. I feel like that had a lot to do with me accepting mediocre. Now I'm a pampered princess. I make it very freaking clear. I'm a pampered princess now. But like before that, I just didn't think I was confident enough, or I felt like I was good enough to get someone who was, you know.
Yeah, I think that because we have encountered the same men multiple times, we'll just lose hope that
and
there
just
is
accept
better
mediocre.
Honestly, I'm guilty of that. Like, my faith in men is hanging on by a thread, and the thread is about to pop. True. So let's hope I find my husband soon. Let's talk about communication a bit. Going back to the friendships point, I think that we lose a lot of friends by miscommunication. I feel like we invest more time into intimate relationships than we do with friendships. Problems that we face in intimate relationships are the same ones that we face in regular friendships. So why don't we take the time out to figure that out in regular friendships? Because I'm guilty of this. I put more energy into intimate relationships. Say, yeah, babes, we need to work this out so we can work through this. No. I used to. I don't know because I'm single, but
not me.
I used to.
No. I have this dirty side about myself, and my friend them say to me all the time that like I'm the type of person I would just pack up and leave and ghost you.
Same.
Like, that's a very dirty style I have. Like, I'm the type of person where I feel like if you do something and rub me the wrong way, I don't communicate my issue. I just I just don't talk to you. I just distance myself. You feel like when I tell you feel it. I mean, and you wonder, oh my goodness, why are you moving so different? Blah blah blah. And in my head, I say, yo, you do something for me, move differently. And if you keep on and tell me no, I say, yo, we have to worry about then. Come and I'll communicate to you and tell you, say you did such and such. You should have known, so you do it.
I saw a TikTok the other day that said the reason why we distance ourselves when we have to deal with emotions is because we were left to deal with our own emotions alone as kids. Yeah, what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I was just like, that touched my heart because when I was younger, I had to deal with my emotions by myself.
That's true.
I was left alone to figure it out. So now when I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm this, I just pull back and deal with that myself.
You have childhood trauma, girl.
That's crazy. That's a whole topic on itself.
Yeah, like our whole generation has childhood trauma. I'm not even gonna cap.
I don't think they understand the effect that they have on us.
No.
How much they affect us.
Because their parents did the same things. It's like you're creating a constant cycle. And no one was thinking about childhood traumas prior to now.
No.
All the unresolved problems that I had from before.
It just goes a boops and come back in, and I'm just like, where was all of this?
Because Liana, let me tell you what I think it is. Alright, we always had a distraction.
Yes.
So if it wasn't having to go to school every day, having to go to work, having something else to do, you always had a distraction, right? Not having a distraction anymore is a problem, because even if you're doing school right now, you're not physically at school where you're around your friends and stuff like that, so you guys can literally idle chat, yada yada yada. Now you're then in your room, I lock up. If you do online class, you do online class. Or if you're working now, you're working from home. So it's like you always had a distraction. And I had this conversation with a family member recently about like my own issues. So then I always had a distraction in everything, and now that I don't have a distraction anymore, my head go like my head cheap.
You ever feel like your mind just a go away? Like you feel it a go away? Like sometimes I just a sit, my mind just a go. Like sometimes I just go, and sometimes I just come back. God.
I remember from when I look at Nina.
Yeah.
And like me to text them about the problem from me and Nina. Like literally. Cause I say, yo, I never did have to deal with them. Like, I never did have to think about them. None of that. We need to go to therapy, people.
Facts. Do you think that women have more emotions than men? Or more emotional, I should say?
No. I actually don't think so. I feel like women more show their emotions than men. But men have a lot of emotions now. Pent up anger. Because, let me tell you this, guys. Let me tell you this. A woman can get cheated on, and Moa will ball. She will go through her face, cut her hair, dye her hair, all them things. Give her a week, 2 weeks tops, right? A man,
only can't
my this, my that, I'm not feel nothing, and make him find out to the girl of our next man. I like saying old world end.
Him just dead. Him just buried.
make a boy quote unquote came to like you and kind of say you're talking to somebody else, whole world shattered. How you could have do that to me, yada yada yada, after him that have girl.
Guys will show interest in you, right? And you don't show interest in them.
Mm-hmm.
But the minute that you show a little toops, just a little toops and interest, them don't like you again. Somebody can tell me how it go. Just tell me how it go. I don't know.
You see, let me also tell you this. Alright. As all of my boujee friend Anyah M and a big sister, let me tell you, there are different stages of dating, and it took me years. When me I say, me talk about what they are, like literally what they are. I just noticed this, right? There are different stages, and I feel like with women, we all confuse the different stages as one stage. You getting to know a person is different from you talking to a person.
Yeah.
Right? Because the talking stage now, you guys are getting to know each other, but you guys have established that you like each other. The getting to know is just, oh, we just casually talking, you know, just getting to know you, blah blah blah. I don't know if I like you yet, yada yada. Talking stage, you are not tied to that person at the talking stage. I'll just like to let you know that. You are not tied to the person while you're at the talking stage.
Why do we get so attached so easily though? Because I feel like a lot of women feel like them there with the guy once them start.
Girl, you are single until you have a title. I say this all the time. You are single until you have a title. Do not date anybody exclusively unless you know so that person, you guys have a mutual understanding. Because at the end of the day, you are going to get your heart broken and the man is going to use the same excuse and whenever they. You know how much man me hear say that? And my friends will talk about girls that they're talking to, and then I mention somebody else and be like, hold on there, aren't you talking to such and such? We're not together. That's embarrassing. Very embarrassing. So like I said, getting to know each other is different from talking, right? Dating is also different from talking. Dating now is when you got like all these phases too. I feel like as women, we cannot
differentiate.
Do not ask a freaking question. I've learned that over there. Do not ask that freaking question. Do not ask what are we? Are you done? Unless the man shows you, say, yo, where we are, you know, we are conjoining together. Do not assume, right? And do not say, oh, I'm talking to such and such, I can't talk to such. You guys are not together because this man is not out here owning you up. Dating now. Dating
I don't
is
know where
when...
you're coming from my shirt though, but
dating now is when you guys are going out together. You've established that, hey, we actually really do like each other. Like, we like each other a lot. We're still getting to know each other though, but we are going out. Like, we are not publicly going out, but I mean, you know, you guys are going to the movies together, going to dinner, picnic, blah blah. You guys are doing stuff together. You're dating. Because you and the man are dating, you know, does not mean that you are dating exclusively. You are single until you have a title, right? Then you have dating exclusively. This is when you make a decision that, hey, you and I are only going to date each other, but we're not in a relationship as yet. We are getting to the stage of getting into a relationship, or we think we're going to get into a relationship, right? This is when you and the person make a conscious decision to say, hey, I'm going to cut off my hose for you, you cut off your hose for me, right? Nobody else is in the equation. A relationship is when you guys are officially boyfriend, girlfriend, right?
They believe in being single until married. So like, a girl said them single till them married. So like, she and a man there, good boyfriend, girlfriend, but she said she's single until he marry her.
Oh, that is very toxic behavior, and that's probably something I would say. So technically, you are single until you're married. It's like, you actually are single until you're married.
But what's the point though? Like, if you are telling me that you are single until we are married, why are we boyfriend, girlfriend?
Because you want to be toxic. I feel like toxic behavior stops when you're 25 though. I feel like if you're 25, if you're older than 25 and you're toxic, you're a child. And
grow up.
Yeah, grow up. Let me tell you what I think 25 is. 25 is going to be my self-actualization year and my Like, I feel like I'm living a good life now, so I can say, yo, a big girl thing now, 25 to me is a big girl age, right? And me feel like, say, as a 25-year-old,
there are so many 40-year-old kids walking around this place.
Exactly. Like, I'm not saying that 25 is, oh, big year, yada, yada, yada. But I'm saying that 25, why are you still having toxic behavior in 25? Why are you still lying about your intentions with other people at 25? Grow up. Be straightforward.
So, how has social media affected you in trying to just grow and figure out yourself?
Boy, social media make me feel that my life is actually
Facts.
Because I'm 22 and I've had all these plans for myself. Like, I thought that I'm not telling you that. I'm serious about 22, but I'm my life figure out. I wouldn't have my house already, but I'm serious about I'm gonna have my life figured out, and I'll be traveling the world. I'll be shaking my yacht.
Yeah.
I thought I'd be doing all those things. I'm not even gonna cap. But then I realized that these girls are not scammers, they're hoes, and
these girls are hoes.
Yeah, am I willing to take some shit on the chest for that? No, I'm not. I'm not gonna tell no lie, no. I actually thought that by 22 I'd be traveling, like I'd at least been somewhere apart from in the United States. I'd probably be to like Mexico, blah blah blah. I thought all those things were gonna happen, but I'm not willing to take shit on the chest. I'm not willing to do that.
Honestly, I can't even tell you what I did wrong, because I never know. I just did never know. I was just hoping for the best, to be honest.
I don't know if husband and kids come along the way and such is life. Little pom maybe. If that happens, it happens. But at this rate too, I'm also not running it down.
Yeah.
I felt like I had to be tied to a man to be happy.
Ooh.
Yeah, I actually did feel like I had to be tied to a man to be genuinely happy. And now
That's deep. I felt like that.
I'm not in that situation anymore, and I'm trying to find my way to heal from that situation. You get what I'm saying? Like, I want to not feel like I have to be dependent on a man for my happiness.
I get you, because as I was saying earlier, I lacked attention, especially from my dad when I was growing up. So I see that attention in men.
Drape up my collar next time. Drape up my collar. Drape up my collar. And
so I had to grow out of that and give myself attention. Learn to love myself. Recognize that.
And love yourself more than you love anybody else.
Yeah. And a lot of the times we feel like that's a weakness. But instead we should learn to manage those emotions and use it as a strength. Because women, we bring something different to the table. I mean, men are always going to be men. And I think that it's always said that in order for women to be successful and this and that, we have to be more like men in a sense.
Yeah.
When that's not true.
I actually have that mentality. Like, I tell myself too that, like, in order for me not to be
you can't be too soft.
I can't be too soft. Like,
and I agree with that.
I said to Lee earlier, the way I run my mouth, you'd think I'm freaking tall. Like, you think send me some big tough girl. Like, you would swear to God. But honestly, I'm actually a midget. Like, I'm actually a midget, and I feel like I try to compensate for feeling less, because being a woman is always a struggle. Yeah. It's already a struggle.
Stress right
Being a short woman, at even greater struggle. Okay? So I feel like I have to exert this level of masculine energy. And it's not a good thing to say. Like, for you to feel like you have to be more tough than everybody else, or yada yada yada, or behave a certain way just for people to take you seriously. Because like when I open my mouth sometimes, I feel like people don't take me seriously. And I feel like I have to be like, oh, man,
I can't do that because I like repeat myself.
Same.
When I like explain myself. So you see me talk once and you don't get it.
I hate that.
That's it. It's rough, not rough, but it's a challenge. Trying to grow up and trying to also navigate friendships
Yeah.
trying to
navigate any relationship with anybody.
Yeah.
Not even just your friends,
just
but
business,
like your family,
partner,
business, intimate partner, stuff like that. Like there's just so much in life that you have to go through, and even like right now, your perspective on life is gonna be different now in comparison to when you're all 25, 26, because you go through way more experiences. Because I started Anyah Uncensored when I was like 19, 20.
Murder for real?
Yeah. 19, 20, I
Oh,
started.
like 22?
Yeah, I'm 22 now. I just turned 22. So it's like my perspective on life from then, like some of the things that I've said back then, I don't even believe them anymore.
Yeah.
Like I really don't.
And so many people feel like it's a crime, like they're being fake if their opinions change.
No. I think there's always room for growth and improvement. And like I said, the same person you were back then, you're not going to be that same person now. I mean, you have some people who are just, that's the one. Yeah. They're sitting in their own ways and they're not going to make no changes in their life. But me, like I said, like, I've acknowledged that I've said certain things in my past that aren't exactly my current views right now. And I've just had to accept it. Like, I literally had to grow up on the podcast, too. Like, I had to, like, my thoughts changed, blah, blah, blah. But, like, growing up in a public public space is always going to be harder than if you're growing up
in private.
Yeah.
Because now you have so many opinions. People are so opinionated.
So I think we can end it off right now.
Yeah.
This is the end of Anyah Uncensored. I want to thank you guys so much for listening. I want to thank Lee for coming on to the podcast physically. No more lives.
They're on the live, then big up on yourself.
Yeah, if you guys are on our live, shout out to you guys for supporting. And honestly, this podcast means the world to me. So I want to thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for sharing with your friends, your family, for subscribing. All those things. You get to choose a song on the episode.
This song?
What song have you been listening to a lot?
Baker Top Tier.
Okay. This week's song on the episode is Baker Top Tier. Okay. Bye, guys.
Baker, if you say this, hit me up, okay? Have to shoot my shot, okay? It was worth a try.
Even if the boys leak out?
I think the guy's my age, you know.
If you're her age, hit her up.
Like I was watching, he was on a podcast the other day and he was saying that he's in his first year of university. So Baker.
Perfect.